What's up, class? Evans here. Today's assignment is to make this drawing page. I've always called it like the cover page. And it kind of finalizes everything we've done in the project and puts it on one page. Now, not everything is working the way that I want it to, and maybe you can help me figure some of that out. But this is what your final product is going to end up looking like, something along this lines. Now, you should have already watched the video where you made an exploded view inside of the assembly, which you have here. It was pretty easy to do, so you can check out that video from Thursday if you missed it. What we're going to add today is this BOM, or Bill of Materials. This lists out everything that is inside of the assembly. Now, being that our puzzle cube only has 5 parts, it's not very big. But if you were putting together, let's say, a toy car, keep it sort of simple, you might have 10 to 15 parts listed in there. Some of them repeated. So what I have in my bill of materials is an item number, a quantity, a part number, which I just used to label the colors, material, which is not cooperating with me, unfortunately, and then title one, which I don't know why I can't change the title name. So maybe that's something some of you can figure out. And if some of these things that I can't figure out in my video, I'll list them off. I'll say them through the video, but I'll list them off. If you can figure them out, let me know, and I'll put in like an addendum video and say, here's how to do these things I couldn't do earlier. So let me kind of get you on step one. So I know everybody kind of did it a little bit differently. Some of you did your parts individually, like I did, and some of you did all your parts on one page. What you need to do is you need to get to your parts. So I'm going to open up one part here. If you did all your parts on one page, then you'll have all your part names down here. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and so forth. What you're going to do is you're going to open up each one of your parts. You're going to right click and go to Assign Material. You should have material listed here. Now, these are puzzle cubes are made out of wood. If you look, there is a ton of different things here. So you just pick whatever you want. I really don't care what material you pick. I picked different woods for each one of my puzzle cubes. So I made that one hickory, and do make sure to click the check mark whenever you add something. So open up your next one, right click, assign material, pick them. So I'll change this one. So maybe I'll put oak white, and then I'll put check mark, and that's going to update it. So go through and put each one of those having a material. Now, if you have yours as a grouping, I'm going to just do them all at once here. I'm going to go to my part studio, and I'm going to do that here. Assign material. Sorry, this one. And I'm going to pick a material here. I think on this one, I'm just going to make them all the same. As you can see, there is a lot. I'll do basswood. That's a common. Looks like you can assign materials a little bit of a shortcut there by selecting them all at once. So that should make all of them basswood. So there's a nice shortcut. So I've labeled each one of them as being bass. I'm going to come over here to my assembly. I'm going to click on the little flyaway window here. I'm not sure what to call that menu. I want to have quantity listed out. Now, I know there's one part each, so it's kind of a little bit dumb. But if you're like my toy car example, if you were to have like gears, you might have 2 gears, or axles, you might have 2 axles, 4 wheels, 2 doors. So there's a lot of parts that are repeated. So we'll leave that in there. Part number, this isn't necessarily what it'd be, but I'm putting the color there. So that's red, and you can just type directly for that one. Yellow. There we go. Now, I don't want description, so I'm going to remove column there. I want to bring in my materials. And this one is bothering me, title 1. I'm assuming that's just a random title. Now, what I want to do for title 1, and it won't let me change the title. That's really bugging me. If you guys figure that out, let me know. I'm like really annoyed by it. It's like getting me so mad. So, let's see here. On my red part there, just double checking, I have that is made up of 5 cubes. So this is the title is supposed to be number of cubes. Um, so I'm gonna put 5 there. This one is so that's 6 cubes. Double checking. Yeah, 6. That one is, you know what? I'm just gonna open it up because I really can't remember. Blue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I can do that. It has to be in assembly. So that one has 5. So go through and add each, count out each one of your cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yellow is, so it should be 27 if I did that right. 15 plus 12 is 27. Okay, so I did that right. All right, so now that we have our bill of materials, in order to get a drawing page, we're going to come down here and click create a drawing. I'm just going to hit OK with what it has automatically. So I need to insert. So I'm going to go to assemblies, assembly 1. I'm going to put the isometric view and put it up here around the corner like this. Then I want to bring in another view with assemblies, but I want not default, but explode. And I want it to also be the isometric view. Wish it was a little bit further apart, but I think you can update it. Let me open it up and check. Let me put it in isometric view also. Which one is this one? The yellow part? Let me make that one go like 6 out. And okay. And then I'll hit done. I don't know if it updates very quickly though, so it may not. I think this is an update button here. Let's see if it moves. It did. Okay, it did. All right, so it's giving me some problems earlier. So that's good to know that that button does work for certain things. It didn't work for everything. So I've got that in. I do want it to be color though. So I'm gonna right click this and put show shaded view. I don't know why it can't be show colored view because they're colors, but you know, maybe that's just a dumb way of thinking. So shaded view, right click and then shaded view. Now you can edit it even more. So like if I double click it, even more comes up here. So you can change like the scale of things if you wanted to. They only have certain set scales. I don't think you can type in a scale. There are a few other things that you can change in here if you wanted to, just letting you know that that's there. Now I want to bring in my bill of materials table. And we'll just have it come in as it shows, flattened. We don't have any sub-assemblies, so flattened is fine. Top to bottom is fine. I'm going to use this. It says, how do you want to attach it? Which corner do you want to attach it to? So I want to attach it by its bottom corner. And it doesn't really matter, to be honest. So I'm going to click it here and place it. It's a little bit in the way there, so let me try to move this up. I'll probably have to move the table down a little bit. So I've got item, quantity, part number, material, and then what should say number of cubes. There, you can change the size of things by moving it down. If you wanted to, just click and drag like that. And then the last thing that we're going to add are these little call out bubbles. Now, the way that these call out bubbles work, under here I can add a couple of things. So automatically it's at table number, which is I believe it's just talking about this number here. Maybe that's item number actually. Yeah, table, and then it shows item number. I'm going to click off on the side here, and just for fun, I'm going to add our part number there. So it's going to add the color, like as if they can't see the color themselves, but oh well. So I'm going to click and then move out and click to place it. And then I'm going to click somewhere on here, click to move out, and then place it. And then I'm going to hit the check mark. Now you could add it to this too if you wanted. So I'm going to click it again. I'm going to take off that part and label the parts here too. This is a little extra, not really needed. All right, so what I expect from you is to see your assembly in the corner colored, your exploded view as the main view colored. I expect to see the labels on them. You don't have to label assembly. You know, it looks a little cluttered, to be honest, but just at least one. Have the callouts there for the 5 parts. Then you're going to need your bill of materials table here also. By the way, if you delete something like I did, I accidentally hit exclude, and then I lost one of my parts. If you come over, click over here and click show excluded, and then right click, you can include it again. This is super annoying. It happened to me, but I'm glad I figured it out so I could show you guys, because that would get me mad. You're going to submit this to me using the share button and then uploading it as a link. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. All this information I got by typing in BOM Onshape on YouTube and watching a couple of videos to kind of get what I was looking for, how to add these things. I knew how to do them on other programs, but not on Onshape.